Assalamu alaikum, guys. Again, I'm here with you, Dr. Kamran. Today, the topic of discussion is very important. In my previous lecture, we started a sequence of functions, and we discussed why the functions are important in microeconomics theory, particularly in advanced microeconomic theory. And today, we are focusing towards the nature of function, which may be homogeneous and homothetic, and these homothetic and homogeneous production function or utility functions, these are some important properties in microeconomic theories related to the Marshallian demand function and the production functions. And today I will try to cover this lecture in very detail, because most of the students are very confused and they understand it is there is no difference between homothetic and the homogeneous production function. So today I will remove your confusion about homothetic and the homogeneous production function. In this video I will focus only towards homogeneous production function, and in the upcoming video I will focus towards the homothetic production function. And inshallah, after completion of this lecture, you will be able to understand why we use these two concepts in advanced microeconomic theory. Now today I am starting homogeneous production function. First of all, this is homogeneous production function. Now consider a function. Now consider a function f that is defined f of n variables, that is defined as f x1 x2 so on xn, and x1 x2 so on xn subset of S which belongs to real number. Positive real number. Now n dimensional positive real number, and and R is degree of homogeneous function f that is -1 0 +1 and so on, which lies between minus infinity towards positive infinity. When we scale these domain, these are the domain of function f with any scalar values. If we scale these values of x with any scalar quantity that is t, which is greater than equal to 0, which is greater than equal to 0. For example, now this one, f t x1 t x2 t xn, and we can factor out t. How? x1 x2 so on xn. Then this function is homogeneous of degree r. This function f is homogeneous of degree r, and the value of r may be, it may lies between minus infinity to positive infinity. Minus infinity to positive infinity. And if we cannot factor out, so we can write it f is HOD r, homogeneous of degree r, and the value of t may be 1, 2, 3, and so on. Clear? So this value may be 1, 2, 3, and so on, any scalar values. If we cannot factor out this t value in this function, so this function will not be a homogeneous function. Remember. So take an example. Take example. What is example here? For example, f is a function of fx and x की power 3 plus x square plus x y square plus y की power 3 and f of tx ty will be t की power 3 x की power 3. Similarly, t square t square x square into ty's plus tx into y plus t की power 3 y की power 3. So in this example we can factor out t here, t की power 3, and you have a function of fxy. So this function is homogeneous of degree 3. This is equal to r. And what about this one? For example, f x1 x2 is function of x1 over x2. It is HOD 0. Why? Tx1, Tx2 both cancel out, so there is no t because you have the power of t is 0 here. X1 over x2. So this is HOD of 0. Now similarly, x1 x2. Now take here. HOD of 1. So what you concluded here, if you have Cobb-Douglas utility function and share of both commodities in your basket of choice are equal to each other, means that you have the 50% weight of commodity X, 50% weight for commodity X2. What happened? That function must be HOD 1. ये हमेशा homogeneous of degree 1 होगा. Clear? अब now take another example of your utility function. Utility function, in case of the utility function, power, sum of your powers must be equal to 1. For example, if it is 0.3, it will be 0.7 and vice versa. It cannot be more than 1. In case of production function, the sum of Cobb-Douglas function, yani powers of Cobb-Douglas function and their sum may be greater than 1, less than 1, equal to 1. But here you have equal to 1. Clear? So this function always be HOD 1. So now guys, one important thing. If a function, if a function f is homogeneous, then it will be homothetic. But again, vice versa is not possible. It is not necessary every homothetic function will be homogeneous. Clear? So, but homogeneous function must be homothetic. So, we will have some numerical example in my coming video. First of all, we will discuss about how you can define the homothetic function. Then we will compare how you can prove homogeneous function may be a must be a homothetic function and vice versa is not possible. Clear? I think it will be clear now. Okay, so just wait for my coming video inshallah in this week or after just 2 days or one day I will upload my next video related to the homothetic function. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.